let's say he just transforms into something outside of himself for a second. And I had to do one of the craziest scenarios and speak a different language in many ways. And it was so funny that it took me probably 30, 40 minutes to get through this chunk of dialogue. And when you guys see what I'm saying and play it in the game, I feel like you're gonna laugh your ass off too. Because
today I want to break down what Cody just said and what I think it could be. So right off rip, a lot of people seem to think that what he means in that clip is that Cloud is going to transform in some way. And people think it's into the game type stuff, toward like the temple. I won't say anything else because spoilers. Some people think it is his mannerisms as Zack during the Calm flashback, where he's like pretty much not Cloud, he's being Zack. So it's Cody talking like Zack, or Cloud talking like Zack. And then also people seem to think, and this is what I kind of lean toward, is it's the gold saucer, and it's during the play or around that area somewhere in the gold saucer. But then I had a thought where he says it takes like 40 minutes and it's lighthearted and it's funny and all that stuff. What if Cloud, like, he says something happens to Cloud and he starts talking in a different language. What if like Cloud gets knocked out or something? This is really wild, so just bear with me here. And I think this would be kind of funny. But Cloud like gets knocked out and he kind of goes into like a dream sequence, and since he's getting mocked by Chadley and Aerith and Tifa for looking like a chocobo, maybe he just has like a quick little dream where he's like a chocobo or whatever. I don't know, it's funny. I had that little thought, it could be Cloud could be a chocobo in like a little dream sequence or whatever. But I really think it's toward probably Gold Saucer-esque stuff. The play maybe during a date scene or something like that. Because he says it's super lighthearted. It took like 40 minutes to record because he couldn't get through it. So really it should have taken like a lot less time since it took so long for him to get through because it was so funny for him. But it's nothing serious. So I don't think it's like toward the end of the game, stuff like that. I think it's either Cloud's chocobo during a dream sequence he has, gets knocked out or whatever, or he is more than likely during Gold Saucer times and he is just putting on a character. So I just want to talk about that real quick. And then while I was driving home from work last night, I had this thought that, so in Remake, we get basic combat. You have your standard team of people and nothing crazy happens. Except for toward the end, you get Red, who goes in and out of the party and is like a support character that returns in Rebirth. But now you can customize your team and then they support you outside the battle. They still shoot and attack, but it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, if any at all. I'm not really sure how that works, but you can see them attacking the enemies as your main party, your main three are doing the big damage, right? So I was thinking, and of course they said we're gonna have more support characters, the Vincent and Sid, maybe Bugenhagen, other people jump in for support, Roche maybe at some point, it'd be wild, but at least Vincent and Sid are definitely gonna be support characters in Rebirth. What if in part 3 we get Advent Children? Like, could you imagine having your full team, everybody, including Vincent and Sid now, fully playable? I'm hoping that either we can pull them in and out of combat immediately while in combat, because in Rebirth you have to be out of combat to swap your party around. What if in part 3 you can do that on the fly? You can just have all kinds of crazy stuff happening throughout the battle, or you can kind of like program them a little bit, kind of like I think Kingdom Hearts does this, where you can like tell Goofy and Donald like how to attack, and they're like actually running around, but have them do certain things to the enemies and stuff like that. I had that little thought. I thought that would be pretty cool. I'm hoping that in part 3 they just go all out with the combat and they just make it wild, because they're going to have to improve on the combat, because they're going to have an appeal to the combat and stuff like that for part 3, because we've already done everything in part 2. I really think that's the next step, is to make it wild. Just have everybody in the party at the same time. You can swap everybody out Final Fantasy X style and just have, everybody come in, do their synergy attacks at will. But that's really all for this video. I just want to really give my 2 cents on the combat and where I think it's going, and what Cody means by his little Cloud's transformation. I really think that it could just be something crazy and out there and wild, because Final Fantasy VII is known for having its crazy little weird moments.
Is this how you like it? How about this? Or maybe this?
Oh, and I just had this thought. What if for the Mog House, what if they get transformed into Moogles? And then Cloud's like having to speak like a Moogle. Cody seems to think that everybody's gonna laugh and think it's hilarious. What better way than Cloud being or talking like a chocobo, since he's being mocked and made fun of because he looks like a chocobo, or maybe even being turned into a Moogle. The Mog House minigame. That'd be pretty fun. But if you're new here, be sure to like, subscribe for more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth news, updates, content, all that good stuff. You know the drill. Thanks for watching. For more Rebirth content, be sure to check out this video up here. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.